Taurus, hi, welcome back. I'm Tina, your host. We're going to do your weekly tarot. It's for June 7th to the 13th, and I will take a look at the recent past, the current situation, the near future, and we'll also get some advice from the universe by finishing off your reading that way. All right, let's see, Taurus, what's happening for you this week. We are like literally smack in the middle of eclipse season. Definitely a time of ups and downs and tests, and we're being pulled and we're being pushed, and you know, let's see what's happening this week for all of us. It's collective, it's individual, and all right, let's stop it here for you, Taurus. 7 of Wands is at the bottom, sticking out our chests. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. High Priestess was sticking her head out. Recent past, you have the Queen of Wands. I like her. She is very connected. She's to her spiritual side. She's very spiritual. Though she may not show it, she's known as a social butterfly, right? So she's very like social and stuff, but truly on the inside, very spiritual. And I like that because it's what kind of brought you here. But here this week is a challenge. You got the Fool here, but you have the 5 of Swords as well. And you've got, of course, one of the most difficult energies, the Moon. I'm proud. It's my card. I'm a Pisces. I'm proud. No. The Moon, you know, anytime the Moon comes up, no matter how many times we deal with this energy, it tests us, it challenges us, it scares us. But the beauty of the Moon is after we make it through, after the night passes, we realize that things were not as bad as they seemed. And so that's really the beautiful part of the Moon. And it really brings up our subconscious, whether, you know, just to face it really and to release it. But it's, you know, we bury it for a reason because we don't want to. We don't want to. I mean, we do, but we don't, right? And so this week sees that you have that desire, but you are conflicted. The Fool is about new beginnings. But there is something new here that, I don't know, that you don't like, or that you're conflicted about, you're scared, it's unknown, it's not predictable. And there's a lot of inner conflict when it comes to it this week. We're gonna go in and clarify, you know, but the Fool is about really seeing every day as a new beginning. You know, it's numbered 0. So he's not even on the journey yet. This is the slow preparation before we even start getting on the journey. But that preparation and like almost preparing yourself mentally is bringing you into the Moon energy. But don't worry, the Moon is a blessing in disguise. Near future, you got the Queen of Swords, you got the beautiful Ace of Cups, and then you have the beautiful Queen of Pentacles. What I want to say is you've got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. We got a lot of mature energy here, and I love that. The Queen of Swords is under the Fool. She's kind of like cold and calculated. She's kind of the divorcee, but she's very sharp, and she's nobody's fool. But she's under the Fool, so it's very interesting. We're going to go in and clarify. Very interesting as I said that. Not clarifying, under the 5 of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups. So it's like, we want to open our hearts. We want to let emotions flow. The Ace of Cups is a new way to show up to relationships, a new way to open our heart, a new way. There's a heart's desire here that's wanting to come out, but you know, there's tension. And then under the Moon is the Queen of Pentacles. So it's a very stable energy, right? I feel like there's inner stability here for you. The Queen of Pentacles also says it's time for some self-love, some self-care, and some self-nurturing. She is the energy that like takes care of everybody, you know, but she knows life is about balance, and you can only help people as much as you're strong, right? So it's always about carving out some time to take care of yourself. So some self-care and self-love, especially under the Moon energy, I like it. And when the Moon comes up and you feel like you're having a darkness and you're really scared, I like to let people know, just remember, you're navigating the Moon. Trust the process. Okay, let us clarify all of these energies for you this week, Taurus. Okay, the Hierophant is at the bottom, your card. All right, let me first All right, Hierophant's at the bottom. This is, you know, marriage, loyalty, commitment, a lot of spirituality as well with the Hierophant. Clarifying the Queen of Wands in the recent past is the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is a heavy energy. It's sleepless nights, it's stress, it's anxiety, it's guilt, it's, you know, any one of these, right? It's our thoughts obviously getting the best of us. I mean, it's, you don't need to know anything about tarot. Like, look at the card. This person's in bed, got their head in their hands, and they're like, I can't sleep, I can't get these thoughts out of my head. This is definitely a call to say, hey, it's good to have a conversation with somebody who really, you know, the right person, not just the convenient person. And then the Nine of Swords is kind of similar to the moon in the sense of, like, you know, I was saying with the moon, that it does teach us that things are not as bad as they appear, but you can't see it because you're in this unknown place. The Nine of Swords also indicates that we could be making things a little bigger in our heads because we just keep thinking about it. And the more we think about it, the more we feed that monster, right? Now this week, you fed the monster, haven't you? No, you may have, actually. I'm not going to lie. We've all been there, don't worry. Clarifying the Fool is the Seven of Cups. So, I mean, it represents options, it represents opportunities, but it's like you're prepping right now. You're fantasizing, and you're looking at all your options. You might be asking yourself, is what I wish for really what's going to make me happy as well? It's a very important question with the Seven of Cups, right? Because when you look at the chalices there, not each chalice has something good to offer, right? And this represents this person's hopes and wishes. So sometimes what we wish for is not what's actually good for us. And anyway, the Fool is like, you're in your mind right now. You're just in a prepping stage. You're not embarking on any new journey yet, but there's something new here that you're really like, you're playing with options in your head. Could be a little bit of confusion with it as well, because Seven of Cups can represent that. It's fantasizing, wishful thinking, you know? Clarifying the Five of Swords is the Four of Wands. This could be conflict at home, right? Can definitely be that as well. But there's a foundation here that we're conflicted about. You know, maybe you're trying to reach a milestone and you just haven't reached it yet. You know, that can be something as well. You also have the Four of Pentacles here with the Moon. Four of Pentacles for me is blocked change. And it's like, and when you're navigating the darkness, it's bringing on this kind of stuck energy, right? Like, oh, I'm not moving. I'm protecting my heart. Look at the Four of Pentacles. Can't move. So attached to it, right? He's like stuck in a way. And then look at the Pentacle blocking his heart. Look at the Pentacle blocking his mind, right? And so, and the Moon is doing that. It's making you like almost guard yourself and protect yourself, which is okay. All right, in the near future, you got the Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands. Seven of Swords with the Queen of Swords. You're really using your intellect when it comes to some new beginning here. You might be wanting to leave a situation behind completely. You might feel like you need to just put your heart to the side and make a decision here. But you're navigating the Moon this week, so my opinion is you gotta wait till the Moon passes until you see things a little bit clearer, right? Not a good time to make brash decisions. But this is intellectual strength here. It is definitely intellectual strength. Again, what I love is there might be confusion. There's no clouds in her sky. She's thinking super clear. And that's in the near future. So a lot of clarity could be coming to you as well. Now, near future is actually looking really good. So I would like to say that, Taurus. It might be a challenge, current situation this week. That's why I said with the Moon, just remind yourself you're dealing with that energy. Just, you know, be gentle with yourself and trust the process. That's all I'll say. You've got the Ace of Cups here with the Queen of Wands. Again, Ace of Cups is under the Four of Wands with the Five of Swords. So I really think something good can come out of maybe a bad situation. It's a card of self-love. It's a card of opening your heart. It's a card of letting emotions flow, right? And then you have the Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. I love that the Queen of Pentacles is under the Moon still. The Ten of Wands just shows there's a heaviness. I just feel like you're too hard on yourself. I don't know why. Like, I feel like you take on too much. So this person is like burdened with responsibility, and it's quite literally weighing them down. But again, with the Ten of Wands, with the Ten of Wands, you can see in the card that like the end is literally in sight. And so that's really beautiful. Like, I feel like you're gonna be able to put that stuff down really soon. The near future is looking really, really like moving on to much nicer energy. So you actually do a really great job at navigating that moon energy. All right, Taurus, let us pull a few cards to get some advice from the universe for you. What's the best advice for Taurus this week as they navigate these energies, June 7th to the 13th? Best advice for Taurus. I'm going to pull 2 cards and let's see. Let's stop here. What's the star? The star says hold faith. Hold faith. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Woo. Wow. Sorry for the drama, but man, advice is the Tower and the Devil. Basically, the advice is, you know something's not working. If you don't handle it, then the Tower is going to come through as divine intervention and do it in a way that's going to be way harder than if you were to take care of it yourself. I'm speaking from personal experience. The Tower is about sweeping sudden change. In the Fool's Journey, let me just say, in the Fool's Journey, first the Fool encounters the Devil. The Devil's about putting light on things that we hadn't seen before so clearly, but now you can see it. You can see it. The Devil's here, it says you can see it. So once we see it, now we have a responsibility. When we don't see it, it's like we're forgiven by the universe. Innocence is forgiven. But when you do see it, there's responsibility that comes with it. When we don't do it, the Fool keeps moving, and then the universe will do it for us. That's my advice. I'm going to leave it there. Hope you did enjoy it. And yeah, no, I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can hit like. You can also subscribe. I do weekly readings. But yeah, thank you. And I'll see you all next week.